Bundle of planks. Yeah, all right. Okay, so let's take our bundle of planks. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. No, 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 no. Hey, welcome back, everybody. The Accidental Survivor here, and we're back with another episode of SCUM. And this is our Medieval Marauder series, and I see some puppets over there already. And we are back to where we're having our base set up. I need to find a toolkit. Let me see my inventory here. Okay, we need to eat a little bit, so the first thing I got to do, though, in order to eat is take this helmet off, and then I can eat without any interference. And you can see my dude. Yeah, you can see I've got the typical, oh, it's kind of hard to see, but I've got long hair, I got a long beard, typical of, typical of that time period, I guess I should say, at least according to the movies and everything. So I got long hair and beard. Anyway, we need to find a toolkit so we can finish building our flag, and we need cloth and stuff. We can find a lot of that stuff here, but I think the toolkit and stuff we're going to have to travel for, unless we can find them in these cars. So let's go this way. I know there were some puppets over here, but if I can search... Actually, let me search this one first. No, we did search this one already, but it's been a week or so since we played. Yeah, so a lot of this stuff probably came back. So we do need the scrap metal. We'll take that. And we're going to check these... Oh, there's the puppet. Let me see if we can get him with the bow. Okay, there's one of your chest. Oh, there's two. All right. Took 3 shots. I was kind of surprised. Let's get out the sword. I should be able to get all my arrows back. Oh, he had one in his leg, one in his arm. Oh, okay. It wasn't so much as like a freaking instant kill, but I hit him. And I still got the flag. Show me the outline of my base. But we're over here to search this stuff. We want... I'll take another nail. And I'll take some more scrap metal. Well, we don't need that fishing hat. And let's just wander around the outside of this place to see if we can find more cars like that. Maybe we can find... You know what? I should have... I'm not going to do it right now. The next puppet that we kill, I need more cloth, so we got to tear up their clothing items too. I'm not going to go back and mess with him. But I'll look around and see if there's anybody else around. Man, my... base covers a large area, but like I said, we're not building... What is that red thing? What the hell is that? Oh, it's a car. Yeah, my base is not going to be covering this whole POI, so there we go. We got a freaking lock. We can finally lock our bike up now. All right, let's take a few more scrap metal. I don't want to take too much of this stuff, just in case we don't need that much. But I do want to get that stuff built. I need to be able to find these parts. Okay, let's run down here. Got a couple cars. Please give me a toolkit. Or maybe even some clothing items. I'll take that and tear them up. Metal scrap will take one more. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're not going to take any more. Not for now, anyway. Oh, this is a fixable one. Okay, well, we're not doing that. This series, we got our iron horse, our steed, our mechanical steed. Okay, there's a bunch of cars here. We need to go to find a garage. I just didn't want to travel just yet until we had a chance to look around here. Trucker jacket. No. I'll take another nail. And then we're going to go right through the middle and back to our base. So we can put this, what we do have, back into our... I'll take some bolts, too. Back into the flag and stuff like that. No. All right. Let's see if we can get through here without attracting any puppets. What the hell? Oh, there's a branch. I saw something go past the back of my head. I was like, oh, crap. All right, another nail. I'll take another nail. I'll take them until I can't, you know, until I reach 10, you know, where it would require me to do another stack, and I won't do that. Okay, I'll take some more bolts, too. Because we're going to need that stuff to build our chests. All right, it's been kind of quiet. Just that one puppet. Okay. Well, we're back here, though. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm in the middle part. Oh. This middle part is what I was turning into my castle. Okay, that's cool. So that way I won't mess with that. So we got a moat that's going on. I should have moved my flag to cover more of this. But that's all right. I like this. I like this little area. Now, let me check some of these. I don't think we're going to find anything really good in here. You know, like, I'm going to find medieval stuff. I'm not going to find toolboxes, probably, is what I meant. Carbon arrows. We'll take some of those. Oh, high top shoes. There we go. What am I wearing? Trainer shoes. These are the typical medieval type. So that's going to be good. Now, hold on. Let me check now really quick on my character. It's going to be a little hard to see. Well, a little hard to see, yeah, for sure. All right. No, that'll work. I like that. I hear puppets or somebody moving around. We're not going to check all these things right now. I just mainly want to get these resources into here. Let's see here. All right, we have everything in here except we need more cloth and we need that toolkit. And we used all but 2 of the scrap metal. Not bad. Let's get back to the bike. We're going to head out so we can go try to find the toolkits and stuff like that. And we're going to look for more cloth. This metal scrap I'm just going to drop. Or actually, I put it back in the other truck. I'll just drop it. Screw it. That stuff will respawn. I don't want to carry these around. You know, take that weight out of my inventory. What I do want to do, though, is put this lock on this bike. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about hiding it in the woods or whatever. So let's get back on here. Like I said, nobody would steal it, you know, on purpose. But since this is Black Hat 302 Gaming's SCUM server, you know, there may be other players, and they may come across my bike if I just leave it on the side of the road, not realizing it's mine, and just drive off in it. So this way, it's locked. And they can't really mess with it. Okay, so let's get down. We did search this other place here the last time. We're not going to do that. You know what? I got an idea. We're going back to that train yard. That's not too far. Not train yard, but, well, there is a train yard right over here. It's not too far away. There's no mechs. But we should be able to find toolboxes and stuff in there. Whoa. This thing has got some freaking power. It's hard to control going around corners if I'm going super fast. All right, let's do this. We're going to shoot straight across this field, back over to this road. Now, that's the village we were at last episode. Did a lot of running around there. I'm sure I can go back in here and search this place, and it'll have a whole bunch of new loot. You know, because like I said, it's been a week since I played, and all this stuff probably respawned. I do want to eat as well, too. I keep forgetting about that and take a drink. But right over here to the left, and we should be able to get there super quick in this thing. Here it is. All right. Yeah, this will take us right to that little train yard. And there's going to be a bunch of puppets. There may be some beepers there, too. But without any mechs, we can get here. I mean, the last time we came here on the Wanderer, we found a whole bunch of good stuff right from the start. But, you know, we're restricted on certain items that we can carry, as I explained last episode. I'm going to leave the bike here. I could open up the door. Actually, you know what? Let me open this up. Let me get it back on the bike. We're going to drive around inside and see if we can find any, if there's any puppets we can get away from really quick. But what we want to do is we want to drive further down here. There's that garage. There's a puppet right there. Yeah, let's get down here. I was like, I hope there's no more gates. We got all these crates that we can search. You know, I may do that. I was going to kind of wait till I got my base established and then go out and do stuff like this. But I want to get over here to the left. Oh, we're on the wrong side of the tracks. Damn it. All right, let's turn around. Now, when I turn around, there's probably going to be a whole bunch of puppets, you know, behind me that spawned in. But we want to get to those buildings on that side. So let's see. Let's get back over to the tracks. You know what? No, I don't think we're going to find too much. I mean, we could find anything anywhere, you know, possibly. But that's not what I'm looking for. Should I drive through here? Probably not. We're on the other side of the tracks, which is what I wanted. Okay, this is fine. All right, let's get over to this building here. Let me turn this around in case we need to jump on here in a hurry. Yeah, the last time I played in this area, there were so many freaking puppets. I think they killed me in here, one of these series. Let's put it in front of this door. All right. Let's get out the old spear. Oh, where's my freaking sword? There it is. I thought I lost it. Okay. Now, this is not the garage type of area that I'm looking for, but I figured I'd search here while we were here. I'll take a quick look. See what we can find. Construction boots. Nope. Can't wear those. There's nothing else in here. There may be some food. I'll take a quick look in the counters. Cutting board. Nah, that's about it. All right. Okay, got to make sure the puppets don't spawn in behind me. Here. We may be able to find toolkits or something like that in here. Hopefully we can right away. Piece of rubber, no. Woodcutter shirt, we can wear that. Come on. Okay, there's a needle. There's a good needle. This one here is at 17%. Let's swap these. We do need to make an improvised sewing kit so we can fix some of these items. Look at that. Yeah, let's do that really quick. You know what? I can't because I left the sewing needle in my bike, or the thread. But we can go get that shortly. It's right outside the door. We'll take some more nails. Give me a toolkit. We need to go find a garage. But see, when I go to the garages, I don't find toolkits. I find car repair kits. And that's not what I'm really looking for. I'll take some more bolts. I said as long as we can stack them, I'll take them. Dude, that is it. Rubber band. We'll take it. Okay, that's everything in here. Damn it. Well, there's no guarantee, of course. Is that a stone bunker? With that little window slot? It's like a couple of them. I'm just going to look. I don't want to go too far from the bike. Like I said, I may go back to the bike and there'll be a dude standing right freaking there. There's one right there. I was just trying to see what this was. All right. Let's go up to those buildings right there. Let's get back on the bike. Hopefully nobody came back. All right. Let's take this up to the other side. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, crap. How do I get up there? Hold on. That would have been a mistake if I'd been being chased. Okay, let's go this way. Here's the road. There we go. All right, these buildings here. Here we go. Maybe right in here. There's a lot of stuff to search. I don't see any puppets. Let's get out the sword. Let's see if we can find anything here. Really quick. Bolts, I'll take another one. Like I said, once we hit 10, I'll stop taking stuff like that. There we go. Because we'll use those for different stuff. All right. Again, we'll search in here only because it'll give me a chance to get any of those puppets to show up, while we're screwing around in here. And then I can see where the hell they're at. All right, nothing in here. We can't search anything else. I'll say, what is that? Okay, those are matches. Okay. Let's check these crates. I'm trying to hold off on doing any kind of searching like this. Oh, there we go. Tactical handgun holster. We can't use that because we're not going to be using handguns. No bullets. This is the kind of stuff I'm going to find, which I'm not really looking for this stuff. But I guess it'd be worth selling. M9 flashlight, binoculars. I'm not going to take this stuff. I could probably sell them, get a little bit for them. But I don't want to fill up my inventory with that stuff when we're looking for specific items. We can always come back later. This stuff will all respawn in these containers. But, well, we can go somewhere else new and find that stuff. All right, nothing in there. Let's get to what we're actually here for. Wow, look at all these crates. I did not know there were so many military crates in these little hangars here. We may not find what we're looking for here. I'm not even going to pull it out. I'm just going to look. Nothing there. Are these individual crates? Or is that one? Oh, it's individual ones. Dude. All right, here's a knife. We can use that one. Let's get rid of that kitchen knife. Let's take this one instead. And let's go ahead and rotate that. We can't put it in there. Yeah, let's put that one there. That's going to be our new number 4 knife. Or for number 4. Okay, so we did find something useful already. No ammo. No gunpowder. Oh, that's nice. I like that you can search each one of these individual crates. These big ones never have anything good in them. Or at least, there's a Viper. Buckshot. Dude. Of course, I'll probably find an awesome shotgun that I won't be able to use. We'll leave that stuff there. Just give me a toolkit. I may make one. Here's an onion. Let me eat that really quick. Oh, I can't. I got to take my helmet off. I'll say, where the hell's my helmet? All right, we'll go ahead and eat this. Get that out of the way. Hopefully, we'll find a toolkit. I may make an improvised one. I'm not sure what I need for that. I can check really quick. So let's see what we need for that. If we can do an improvised. Let's see, a toolkit. Improvised toolbox. What do we need for this? Scrap metal planks. We can actually make our own with some planks. We may do that. I'll look around here a little bit more. Let's put that helmet back on. I'll look around here a little bit more. Dude, my sword landed on the ground. That's not good. Let's get that back into my hands. Come on. Inventory. There we go. Oh, the shovel. That's right. I still got that damn shovel. I might get rid of that thing. Yeah, let me get rid of the shovel. That's just going to annoy the crap out of me. And this can stay here. There we go. All right. I don't think I'm going to find a toolkit, but we'll go back and we'll make one. I hear puppets outside. Damn it. Of course. Broadhead metal arrows. I mean, those are arrows. I can replace these wooden ones. Get a little bit better ones. I'll take those. Ooh, a stab-proof vest. We can... I'll say we could probably wear those under our items, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to cheat like that. Did I not search all these? I guess not. We could take the food. I'll search a few more of these boxes. I'm not finding anything in here. Let's go back and... there's a pitchfork. Let me go back and see if we can make one of those improvised toolboxes. We also need clothing items, though, and I've not seen a lot of those. We already searched that stuff. Okay, let's get outside. I don't know who's out here, but we have another hangar. Who did I hear walking around? Okay, we got that dude there. Let me take a look in here. Yeah, we need to find some clothing items that we can tear up really quick into cloth, into rags. There's some gas. Oh, wait, how much is in there? Oh, 0. Yeah, that was a great tip. You know, if you, what the hell is this? Oh, a headlamp. Oh, I can't use that either, damn it. Great tip. You know, if I find gas canisters, just even if it's only got 1 or 2 in there, I can take and put it in my bike, and it's free. You know, so I don't need to use my money in the ATM or whatever to buy gas for the bike. Just pull it out of those cans and then toss them aside. I don't need to keep them. So that was a good idea. Thank you for that. Dude, there's nothing in these freaking containers. Look at that. Sawed-off freaking shotgun. Dude. I told you I was going to find some weapon. I could probably take it. Like I said, I could take and sell it. I'm not here for that stuff right now. I just want a toolbox. Hunter knife. A hunter knife I should probably take. But that's fine. I got the other one. I got the kunai or whatever it's called. Nothing. All right. We may have to go to a garage or something. Or a construction site. That'd be probably a good spot. You know, what I need to do is kill me some puppets so I can tear up their freaking clothing items. Let's see, anybody else appear closer while I was inside? We had that guy over there. I may get on the bike and just drive. Let me just take a look. Somebody's walking around the back. Oh, I think I just alerted somebody. I hear him making noises. Who did I just hear? All right, he didn't come over here, so let's get back on the bike. Let's get the hell out of here. It takes a few seconds to get this thing started. Let's make sure I didn't drop my sword. Nope, we're good. All right. Oh, there's a puppet right there. Oh, crap. All right, we'll take care of him outside. We'll go right here. Let's go ahead and get the sword out. Come here, buddy. That way we can take care of just one in case anybody else shows up. How about you? Nice. All right, let's get your clothes. And I need to change my weapons, too. I don't want to use my sword to chop up clothing items. Yeah, no freaking clothing items. Oh, he's got some boots. Damn it. All right, let's go see what's in this building right here. Maybe we can find some clothes in here. There's another pot or a pan. We're not going to touch that, though. Tea pack. No. All right, give me something. Give me something I can tear up. Nothing. Toaster pastries. You know, I'm going to take those, too. There we go. Rest. It's too bad you couldn't, like I said, tear up the bed to get clothing items. Or the blankets and stuff. Damn, there's nothing in this building that I need. Those are the buildings we were in before. Let me see. Let me check this little booth here. I don't see any puppets around. There's one right there. Oh, there's a couple of them. He just saw me. Crap. All right, we'll take care of him. We'll check him for clothing. I was going to shoot the other one with an arrow. Okay, you saw me. I'm over here, dude. Why are you going that way? All right, time to get the bow out. We'll take care of her first, I guess. Nice. Oh, they got medium archery skill went up. Awesome. Where's your freaking sword? Oh, no. Sword is number 1 now. I hate that it switches back and forth. Come on, dude. Let's get this over with. I need to check your clothes. This is like he was doing a moonwalk. He was like walking forward, but he was sliding backwards. All right, calm down. Didn't hurt that much. All right, let's see what you got on you. Sure. All right, let's do this. Let me get number 4. Let's chop this shirt up. Definitely need the rag. We need the rags. We can make the toolkit, but we need the rags. And we need like 8 of them. So there's 2. Make our flag out of your dirty clothes. A fishing hat, I think I get just those cloth strips. So I'm not going to mess with that. She's got a Robin Hood suit on too, it looks like. She got a screwdriver as well. Let's take that screwdriver. Oh, she only has short pants on. All right, let me cut those into rags. Hopefully we can get at least another rag out of that. 3 more. Damn, that thing was a little tiny pair of shorts too. All right, not bad. So that's 5. We need like 5 more, or 4 more, or 3 more, something like that. All right, I was coming over here to check this place. I was hoping we'd find some clothing items in here, but that worked out pretty good with those 2 puppets. Nothing. All right, we kind of need to find more puppets. That worked out pretty well. So let's go back to that town that we were searching last episode, that little village that's on the way back to the castle. We'll roll through there, see if we can find another puppet or 2. That seems like the best way for us to get... man, I still didn't drink anything yet. I will shortly. But that seems like the best way to find puppets. Or the cloth is just to take out a puppet. And since that's close to my base, we'll go that way. Let me see something really quick on the map. I got to be able to cut across here. Instead of having to drive all the way down, let's go this way. Here we go. I already see the road. I think. Please don't be any big boulders or anything that's going to prevent me from driving or wreck my bike. There we go. I don't want to drive all the way around. Look at that, and we're almost back. Nice. Okay, do we have any puppets here? Maybe after I get out of the bike, what I want to do is go inside the house, and we'll look for clothing items here. In the meantime, we'll get off the bike. Anybody shows up, we'll go ahead and take care of them. Get the sword back out. There's got to be some clothing items in here we can find. All right, we also got thread. We need to make our needle. Let's do that really quick. That's only 9. Let me go back to the bike. I want to get the thread off my bike so we can make our sewing kit and fix that stuff also. And that'll give us more room to carry crap. What do you got in here? Let's take this. And while we're here, let's get that mask out. We don't need to carry that around. And that drink. Matter of fact, we probably need to drink. Yeah, we do. All right, we'll look inside. I think I got a canteen or something. I got a bottle of water on me. Crafting. Let's do the improvised sewing kit. Improvised sewing kit. Let's go ahead and craft that. And then we'll fix our jacket here, and we'll fix this bag, and we'll have lots of room to carry cloth and scrap metal or whatever else I needed. Okay, that is done. That's down to 9. Let's take this back. That's down to 3. Okay, let's. Too bad I can't combine them. We're going to leave that on the ground. We're not going to mess with that anymore. This jacket here, we're going to go ahead and repair this. Get that fixed back up. Let's repair this bag. And we're going to repair those shoes if I can too. They're starting to get beat up. All right, that's back to 100. Let's get those boots fixed. Otherwise, my feet will start taking damage. You know, I'll start hurting my feet if my boots get really bad condition. Everything else looks pretty good. We're going to hold on to the rest of that stuff. Nice. All right. So we got that taken care of. Now let's look around here for some clothing items. There we go, right there. Let's drag that out, and let's get my other knife out. Hopefully we can get another 3 or 4 cloth off of this one. Not bad. 3 more, and it's a lot cleaner. So let's get all these in my inventory. So what do we got now? 2, 4, 6, 8. That's probably enough. Let's do one more. Right there. Sweatpants. Stop doing that, dude. Cutting the rags. Yeah, well, if we can get like 10, then I know we'll have enough. And let me see if I can make that improvised toolkit while we're right here, too. I need planks for that, though. Look at that. Okay, there's 1, 2, and we'll take all 3 of them. All right, we kind of need like an axe, or also because we got to cut that tree down. I don't think I can cut the tree down with this little knife that I got. There's another rag. We'll just take that straight up, and the dryers normally have clothes too. Yep. And there's a kilt. I already got one, so we're gonna keep ours. And we already searched that one. Ooh, some money. All right, let's take that. Or was I putting that stuff? Yeah, we do need to put that into the bank so that we can buy gas if we do need to, you know, later on. We didn't search that one. Cork. Okay. Let's get back outside. We found the cloth we needed. Let's go look around here a little bit. I want to see if we can find a sharp tool, like a hacksaw or something we can cut a tree down with. Chili seeds. Without waking any puppets up. Rubber band. Motorbike is still here. But all this stuff came back. We got another nail. Let's put that right there. There's 9. And more seeds. All right. Let's check this garage here. Not really worried about the puppets. If they show up, we'll take care of them or try to. I'll say if I get really lucky, I'll find a toolkit. There's 10 nails. All right, we're not going to take any more nails. Let's get into the garage half. Give me a tool. Give me a tool I can use. Yeah, see, we searched all this last week, and all this stuff is kind of like back. And here we go. Let's check this garage, and then that'll be. If we don't find one here, we're gonna head back, and I'll use something else, maybe that I've got on me to chop a tree down. Although I'd rather not. A pickaxe, man. I thought it was a hacksaw. I was like, dude, we got a hacksaw. What the hell? That's a bush. Come on, man. Give me something. No, that is it. That is it. Oh, there we go. Dude, the freaking toolkit. Okay. Let's, we don't need to make an improvised toolkit. So we don't need planks, which means we don't need to chop down trees just yet. Although we will need them for the freaking, for the chests. Damn it. All right, we got a toolkit. So we don't have to craft that. I don't see anything else in here that I want. All right. Okay, let's go back to the castle. What do I have on me? I do have the cleaver. I think I can chop... As much as I don't want to, I think I can chop trees down with that. And we are thirsty. And hungry. Anyway, let's get back to the base. Back to the castle. We'll get this stuff situated. And then we'll see if we can make a chest or so. Start working on stuff like that. And then we can head out. Once we get a chest done, I can remove all these items from my inventory. And then we can roll out and really start looting around. Start marauding places. Taking out puppets and just looting the hell out of them. Damn, dude. Are you freaking kidding me? I get stuck on a rock. All right, let's go ahead and push you. Maybe. Nudge forward. Really? There you go. Crap. All right, let's go. Let's continue on. Dude, get out of the freaking ditch. Holy crap. All right, we are back. Okay, I don't see any puppets. We'll leave the bike here. I don't want to drive across that bridge just in case something weird happens. We'll leave the bike here. Let's get back and see what we can put into this. Hold on. I thought I heard puppet footfalls in the bushes. See what we can put into here. Oh, there we go. Okay, we did put the... I was like, don't we have the toolkit on us? Flag is done. We now have our flag established. There's our puppet over here. Hold on. Oh, dude, there is a puppet. Oh, no, no, no. Sitting here freaking raiding my castle while I'm gone. Okay. I think I hear another one. We'll search this one really quick. He's got tactical military pants, stuff like that. See, what I want to do is build like a wall that would like block this off right here. Or have you come around so I can use these stairs. You know, I'll build platforms and stuff. Block this section off right there. This part here will be part of the base on the interior. I can kind of look out the windows. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to do. But the first thing we're going to try to do is put down a chest right over here. So let's try that. See if it'll let me. Crafting. Let's see here. Let's go base building. Wooden chest. Place one. Oh, I can put one right here. That's awesome. Right there. There we go. And what do we need for here? We need rope, planks, and nail stuff. So we got the nails into there, or whatever it was. What did he use? Nails or screws? He uses screws. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, if we can get 8 planks and we can make rope. So let's do this now. Let's take this hack it. Let me take that hatchet. Let's go to inventory. I'm going to put that in my hands. Actually, we're going to make that number 5. And let's see if we can chop this tree down. Hold on. I'm hearing puppets on the other side of this wall. Can I not chop this tree? There we go. Cut. Oh, no. Maybe I can't cut big trees with that. Maybe just the bushes. Oh, no. It won't let me cut with the cleaver. All right, hold on. We got to find something else. Let's get out of the bushes so I can see. All right, the cleaver didn't work. I don't want to use my sword. But you know what? We can find a metal sword. Let's find a metal sword and use that. See if it'll let me. There should be some up top here. I'll put that away. Yeah, the cleaver I can use for the little bushes. But that's really a better weapon, though, that I want to save. Okay, we got more metal crossbow bolts. More bolts there. Let's just find a sword. Metal arrows. I'm not going to worry about this stuff right now. You know, like I said, we don't have any chests at the moment, so I don't want to put all this stuff in my inventory. Medieval sword. There we go. Hold on. We have an extra one. That's a 43%. I don't want this way. I don't have to bust up mine. I'll use that one and see if we can climb. See if we can chop up these trees. And I don't want to get these things mixed up either. You know which one I'm using. All right, let's get down first. Come on, man, hurry up. All right, we got the other one. It's in our hands. Okay, stayed in our hands. Let's see if we can use this to chop a tree. Please. No, damn it. We cannot chop a tree with a medieval sword. All right, we're going to need a cutting tool. Let me go make a stone axe. But I don't want to do it right here. Let's get back out of the base. We'll get back away from this area so I don't have any puppets running up on me. We'll go over here and get some stones. There we go. Let's take a few of these. I don't know how many we need. I'll take 3. I think we need like 2. Okay, first thing we got to build is a stone knife. Here we go, the axe head. Small stone axe head. Let's craft that. So that'll work. We'll make our own axe. All right, with that done, let's get that back in my inventory. Now, what do we need for the stone axe? Here we go. Stone axe. What do we need for that? A stick and some rope. Improvised rags. Or improvised rope, I'm sorry. Okay, let's... I'm still freaking... Oh, but hold on. Oh, there's puppets. I keep forgetting to eat and everything. Let's just go to my bike. We'll get one of these apples over there. We'll take this drink. We'll get that out of my inventory. Matter of fact, while we got a little bit of extra space there, let's get a few of these rags back out. Just to make a little bit more room. I can make a rag bundle too, but I'm not going to do that just yet. In the meantime, let's get that helmet off. I keep forgetting about that. I want to put my helmet in a slot. I don't want to leave it on the ground. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and drink all of this. We'll drink this whole can. We'll get rid of this. We'll eat that apple. Okay, that is done. Get rid of you. Let's eat you. Nice. All right, get our helmet back on. And that will hopefully... Oh, man, I was at 9% for my thirst. Okay, so while we're here, let's get the... Crap, where's my other medieval sword? Did I drop it on the ground? Dude, where the hell's the medieval sword that I had? That's the good one. Where's the dirty one? You know what? I wonder if it fell off when I was over here searching for rocks and stuff. There it is. I see it. We're going to use that to chop up some bushes. Plus, I also want to take this puppet out since she's right here next to me. I should have used my arrow. Damn it. That was pretty cool. But we'll check her also. See what she's got on her. Maybe you got an axe on you. Give me an axe. Boots, paper. All right. Enough of that. Let's find us a bush. Here we go. Yep, we'll cut this down. Use up our dirty sword that we found on the ground. Okay, we got a stick. So we do need a stick, but we need rope. So a small wooden stick. Let's cut these into small sticks. We're going to make the rope first. There we go. Let's craft that. All right, let's get the rope in my inventory. Let's get that sword back in my hands. Let's find another bush. We need another stick. But I don't want to go down there and fight puppets. So let's go over here. Let's get this bush right here. All this to make a freaking axe. And then we still got to cut a tree down and get planks. But that's fine, though. So now we got a long wooden stick. Let's go and craft us an axe. Let's see if that'll work. Yes. What I'll do is I'll leave the sword on the ground. I'm not going to take that medieval sword back. We'll just use the axe. I just needed that to get the bushes. All right, nice. Now, let's get this tree right here. Nice big fat one. All right, with all that stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and cut that into planks. We need 8 planks. Okay, so we need 8 planks. Let's see if we can squeeze some of these in here. Oh, I can't even take the planks. No. All right, let me see if we can make a plank bundle. Let's see here. And I'll just carry that. Bundle of planks. I think it's just 3 planks. We'll have to do this. That way we can carry 3 in our hands at a time. Otherwise, I'm going to be running back and forth. But what I'm going to do probably when I come back is just grab a whole log and carry it up there. Yeah. All right. Okay, so let's take our bundle of planks. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. No, 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 no. Number 5. I'll just take what weapon I can get in my hands at the time. Okay, I need to get my sword back, but I had to do that in a hurry. And I took the first thing I could think of. But it worked. We got rid of him. Search you really quick. We need to build some walls so we're a little bit more protected. We don't need any of that stuff right now. All right, let's take this into my hands. We got our cleaver back. Yes, we did. All right, and these are only 3 planks. We need 8. Looks like it's starting to get dark, too. I just want to build this chest so we can start getting stuff out of our inventory. So I put 2 of something in there. Oh, the rope. That rope, that's right. Okay, let's get this down. Right there. Let's go ahead and uncraft that. There's our 3 planks. And let's get number... You know, I just realized I've got the... where's that broken medieval sword? That's on the ground. Oh, I just have that set up in 2 different weapon slots. Okay, hold on. Freaking launch myself into the water almost. There's still more puppets nearby. I can hear them. All right, let me do this. Let me take a log straight up to that chest, and we'll carve it down into planks up here. I'm hoping it doesn't... Sometimes the planks fly all over the place, and I'll need to go pick them up individually. So let's do this. This way I don't have to cut this log up and then craft it. Okay, we got the axe. You know, this way I don't have to cut the logs up, then craft a bundle, then uncraft the bundle, and then insert them. If I could just do it right here, it'd be a lot better. And I'm hungry again. Okay. We need 2 more. I hear more puppets walking around. Let me just grab another log. Take this straight up. And our chest should be just about done. We'll just need some rope, which we can do with these bushes right here. We'll cut these down and make some rope. There's a plank right there. Hold on. Let's get you down there. I was like, why the hell is there a plank right there? There's 7 right there. Okay, let's cut you into planks. Okay, we got all of them in there. We just need some more rope. All right. Small sticks. All right, I don't think that's going to be enough rope. I think we needed a lot of rope for these chests. Damn it. Let's hope I can reach from the ground. 40. We need 40 freaking rope. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get a bunch of rope. Done. All right, we finally got that done. What I'm also going to do, just because we can, is I'm going to save these 2 planks that are nearby and get them into my chest. I'm also going to take the excess rope. We're going to get that out of our inventory. We'll take the carbon arrow. All this extra stuff now we can finally get out. I'm even going to save the stones for right now. We'll save the all this excess stuff. We'll take the nails out, the bolts. I'll keep the improvised sewing kit on me. Let's take the beer out for right now. I'm even going to take the screwdriver out. I don't know why I've got gloves over here, but we'll take them. We'll leave the cleaver on us for right now. Save that toolkit right there. And that's about it. The only thing we're going to move out of our inventory is the stuff that's in the bike. We'll get that back over here. But at least now we got an actual chest down. We saved the planks. And we're going to start putting down blueprints for like walls and stuff. And matter of fact, just because we can, really quick right now, let's do base building. And let me try putting a wall section down. What is that? Spike trap? No. Twig wall. So let me start with a floor. Twig foundation. So we're going to start. I wonder if I can put these down. I want to cover the floor up. That way I can put walls and stuff. Let me see if I don't do that one. We're gonna do stuff like that in the future. Trust me. For right now, though, I want to build the twig wall, wooden wall. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's the one we want, not the twig wall. So we want the wooden wall. And what I like to do is start like right here. And we're going to run that all the way to right here. I got to get out of the freaking way of these trees. I can't see anything. So there we go. Like I said, that's our first section. That's going to cover that whole bottom part right there. I should probably Probably should have done a doorway in here, but, you know, I mean, there's stairs going down. Let me see if I can dismantle this one. Or delete it. Let's see. Crafting. Let's delete this one. Let's try this again. Door frame single. Okay, so what we'll have to do is I'll have to do this. Now, I don't want that to be in my way, so we're going to put that right here. What if I can do it right here? We're going to have to build some walls. So if I put this here, as close as I can get it, just like that, and then if I build the wall, I can put one here and there. That covers that section up. I can do another one. I got to be careful that you can only place so many blueprints down, and this tree's going to be in my way from my visual way. So let's do it this way. We do want to point out that way, so we'll go ahead and put that there. We'll take you right to there. All right, so we'll have a doorway here. That'll be blocked off, and we'll have that section there. See, that's how we'll start it. We'll start doing stuff like that. There's a little bit of a gap there, but, you know, here we need some planks, more rope, sticks. Yeah, we'll get all this stuff built. Once that one's done, you know, this is pretty much covered up. We may be able to, you know, puppets may be able to jump in here, but we'll do something with this too. I may even put a platform here where I can kind of look out the window, you know, climb up. We'll have a doorway or something right here. On the outside, I'm going to put down maybe a platform also. Let's see if it'll let me do one more platform. Let's see here. Twig foundation. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Let's raise this thing up. Let's see here. Oh, no. Wrong button. Dude, what did I just do? I don't think I can go any higher. That's about as high as I can get. Damn it. Oh, there we go. I just saw something. There, right there. So there we go. See, I can kind of step out. I can put one next to it. This way we got a little bit extra walking space to get out there, and we'll put walls and stuff attached to that. Awesome. But I think right now we're going to wrap it up. Let me get on top of the... Actually, no, I'm not going to get on the bike. Or on the ladder. I need to get back over to my bike because I want to get it out of the roadway just so it's not sitting right there. But we don't need to hide it because we do have a lock on there. But either way, I think we're going to wrap this episode up here. I do want to thank you for taking the time to watch. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And in the next episode, we'll continue... let's just get you off to the side here so some cars don't drive by and hit it. Yeah, but I do want to thank you for taking the time to watch. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.